Hola TikTok. It looks like I'm live on Tickety Talk and I'm loving the TikTok platform. And I'm going to stay on TikTok for now for just a few as you all are gathering my viewers because I want to wait for just one more second. Then I'm going to go on to starting that good old IG and do my recording. Matter of fact, let me just do the IG thing now. How about that? Because I see that my viewers are growing. Oh, hi. Okay, so we're on all three platforms presently. Hey fam, it's your girl Aniya A, and we're on all three platforms presently. And I am not going to be on here for too long. As you guys know, it's been a long day already. I just posted a little video to let you all know that I'd be going live, and here we are, right? So, first of all, let's just say that I am so grateful to God that I have another day on earth. And if you guys don't know what that means, then I'm going to need you guys to literally begin to be grateful for the things that you have a little bit more. I didn't even try to start off this platform with this whole grateful attitude, but since we're here, why not, right? So let me just say, everybody who's watching now and who will watch later, let's just be grateful for another day on earth. Let's be grateful for being able to breathe on our own, being able to talk, being able to walk, being able to eat, being able to do the smallest things. You know why? Because somebody is not able to eat on their own. Somebody's in the hospital right now. People are dying all around us. And even though, and I want to say this because I'm not oblivious, even though it's much easier sometimes to be underground than it is to be on this planet because we have all these bills, all these issues, so many things going on around us, that's kind of hard. But let's just be grateful that we can do the smallest things, right? Walking, talking, breathing, you name it, being able to know what day it is. Like, a lot of people are in the hospital presently. They don't know what day it is. They don't know what they're going to eat tomorrow, today, tonight. So I just wanted to start off with an attitude of gratitude for those that don't understand, because when we sometimes look at all of our problems, we forget to be grateful for those things that we have in the present. And we all need to be more grateful, in my humble opinion. And don't forget, not only should we be more grateful, but we should talk to people. We should be a blessing to. And don't forget, not only should we be more grateful, but we should talk to people. We should be a blessing to. And don't forget, not only should we be more grateful, but we should talk to people. We should be a blessing to. And don't forget, not only should we be more grateful, but we should talk to people. We should give than it is to receive. But there's a whole other thing too that happens, fam. When you give than it is to receive. But there's a whole other thing too that happens, fam. When you give, and the more you give is the more you receive. And what does that mean? Whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, the reason is beyond me. But whenever it is that you see somebody that's a faithful giver, somebody that loves to help, somebody that loves to give out free information or just resources and things of that nature, trust and believe those people, or that person rather, is a blessed person. The reason being, and it's in my humble opinion, that is because you cannot gain anything if your hands are closed all the time. What does that mean? If you don't give, you can't receive. When your heart is full of hatred, when you don't care for people, when you don't have a desire to see people blessed, you know what happens, fam? You cannot receive anything good coming your way because your heart ain't good. So today, I want you guys to think about those notions. I want you to understand that, yeah, sometimes you think that in giving, you're not going to get anything in return. Or if you give, then people are not going to appreciate. Do not do it for people. Do not do it to receive anything. And before I move further, I want to also add something that literally happened to me years ago. And then we're going to get into our topics for today. Years ago, I was just so dumbfounded with all the things that I was battling between my medical conditions, between being in and out of the hospital. As you guys know, I talk a little bit sometimes about these medical issues. And the reason why I often bring back certain topics or I share things is to actually motivate and empower somebody that may be going through a struggle today. Oftentimes, people go to churches, people go to therapy, people go and seek help because they don't know how to deal with their own problems. And then you have people like myself who has been through hell and high water who says, you know what? Let me share a little bit more encouragement because I know what the people are going through. Now, I could be very selfish, fam, very selfish and say, I don't want to share anything. I don't even want to wake up today. I don't want to give back. I just want to be left alone. And that would be completely fine because I have that prerogative. However, right, I want you to follow this. If I don't share my experiences, if I don't share certain things that have happened to me in my life, then I am not being a good person. And I'm furthermore not being the person that God has called me to be because he allowed all these things to happen to me for certain people because he knew I was strong enough to deal with it. I hope you guys are comprehending this. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And now we can move forward. First things on the list, real quick. As you guys know, I just attended one of the most powerful events that I have been to in a very long time. Now, funny enough, this is like I Fight Back event slash, workout slash getting back on track with, moving the body and doing the right things for the soul and things of that nature, right? But what I'm looking at when I go to certain events is I'm looking at the potential of the networking capabilities. I'm looking at the people that are putting these events together and how can we, again, make our community stronger and better. I don't go everywhere, fam. I don't talk to everybody. I don't work with everybody. But when I actually do go out, when I actually step out and be in a space, understand my mind is like, how do I bring more great people to be involved? How do I work with our community to empower everybody around me? And again, it's that giving mentality. So this past week, I'm here to share, and I will be blasting this out even more. This past week, I attended an event that was basically I Fight Back, We Fight Back, it's an event about boxing, about taking control of self, fighting back against all the abuses that we encounter. Now, why is it so important for me to share this right off top before I go into my other topics? Abuse is real. Mental, physical, emotional, financial, spiritual. Did I say mental? The reason I bring up the mental abuse thing even more is because oftentimes people around us and ourselves, those that are watching now, those who will watch at a later time, are often being abused mentally first, before the physical, before the financial, before the spiritual, before the emotional. People that are abusers typically know how to garner the attention of those that they want to abuse by first doing things to them in small doses, saying things to them like, you're stupid, you're never going to be anything, you're not amazing, don't let people fool you, who do you think you are? These are all little things that people do when they're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to control you. They don't want you to see your value. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see themselves be a part of the bigger picture with you. So they will try to tear you down slowly but surely so that you lose all concept of self, all concept of love, all concept of what could you possibly attain? What did God show you? What did the great I am, the bigger picture, tell you? And what you are trying to get to. When people around you see your light, see your beauty, see your power, a lot of times there's so many jealous people around. There are so many people that want to see you go down, so they will start to mentally abuse you because they are not happy within themselves. Fans and family alike, you think somebody's your friend, you think they're your relative, you think that they love you, and the whole while they're sabotaging you. Recently it came to my knowledge, and it came to my, like, I don't know, self-awareness, that there were people all around me that literally did not want to see my greater good, didn't want to see me, prosper, didn't want to see me go to the next level. But then I watched as it wasn't just me. It was other people doing it to other people around me, so much so that it hurt my heart. I'm such an empath that I feel people's pain. I feel when people are down and out. Sometimes, unbeknownst to myself, I didn't even realize that this was a thing. Sometimes I can even hear people's thoughts, and I feel their pain so much so that all I want to do is jump in and help. Now, there's a flip side to that, how, oh my God, I be helping and trying to do my best for others and things of that nature. And then people kind of turn on me eventually because they don't understand who I am in the spiritual and then in the physical. But then you have those that understand, that know very well, oh my God, this girl must have something. This woman might have something, and it's very powerful. Let's try to sabotage. But again, I'm not the type of person that's going to take revenge, that's going to hurt somebody. So I'm usually the one that gets the abuse. But when I say enough is enough, that means enough is enough. And so let's go back to this event, I Fight Back, hosted by my sister, Miss One and Only herself, Miss Marie Driven, right? Of Playbook. I think it's Playbook, MG, I think it is. But either way, her company is named Playbook, right? And Marie Driven has been a friend for years. I've known her. I wouldn't even say like friend. She would have to tell you if we're friends or not, because it's been so many years that we haven't seen each other. And when we did see each other all the time, it was during a very interesting time in my life where I was in the entertainment industry hard. I was managing an artist. I was all over traveling and doing what I had to do for God, but also to make it to the next level. So myself and Marie, we connected right from day one, and I've never had any animosity, hatred. No, we've never had any bad words towards each other, etc. But again, sometimes it takes more than just meeting up at different animosity, hatred. No, we've never had any bad words towards each other, etc. But again, sometimes it takes more than just meeting up at different animosity, hatred. No, we've never had any bad words towards each other, etc. But again, sometimes it takes more than just meeting up at different animosity, hatred. No, we've never had any bad words towards each other, etc. But again, sometimes it takes more than just meeting up at different events and supporting somebody or supporting their events for you to call yourself a friend. For me, that's my sister, that's my friend, that's ace right there, because I've never seen a young woman of her caliber, Haitian American, doing the things that she's done in this entertainment industry. So at different events and supporting somebody or supporting their events for you to call yourself a friend. For me, that's my sister, that's my friend, that's ace right there, because I've never seen a young woman of her caliber, Haitian American, doing the things that she's done in this entertainment industry. So at different events and supporting somebody or supporting their events for you to call yourself a friend. For me, that's my sister, that's my friend, that's ace right there, because I've never seen a young woman of her caliber, Haitian American, doing the things that she's done in this entertainment industry. So at different events and supporting somebody or supporting their events for you to call yourself a friend. For me, that's my sister, that's my friend, that's ace right there, because I've never seen a young woman of her caliber, Haitian American, doing the things that she's done in this entertainment. Now I want to go back to I Fight Back, right? We fight back. Now I want to go back to I Fight Back, right? We fight back. She fight back, he fight back. Remember, not just women get abused, fam. Men get abused as well. And it's harder for men to talk about the physical violence that they endure, because oftentimes men are told that they should not reveal the pain that they go through. They should suck it up. They don't need to cry. Men don't cry. Men don't hurt. But that's actually not accurate. And a lot of times when men men are good men, they actually get physically and emotionally and financially abused as well, because the person that's the abuser knows damn well that that man is not going to say anything. So guess what the man does? The man is literally left in silence. He doesn't know who to talk to. He doesn't know where to go. He can't talk to his homies, because a lot of times his homies are going to be like, ain't no way Shawty is beating you up. Ain't no way you really going through that. What's really the deal? Why are you really going through that? Are you lying? Are you really getting abused? Right? So men find it very difficult to share when they're actually getting abused, because of the fact that they don't have a real support system oftentimes to talk to. Never mind if said man is the type of man that's going to be or is in a higher position in life. They're working very hard. They're a public figure, right? They get stuck in between these spaces because the person that's abusing them knows very well that they have nobody to turn to. Who they going to tell? They have no real support system. The homies are going to laugh at them. So oftentimes men become either suicidal, they become homicidal, they literally walk away from people, relationships, friendships, etc., because there's a lack of support. And then you have the fact that the mental abuse is so real that even if there is support out there, fam, trust and believe, they're not going to seek that support because they're constantly in fear or they have shame. So we are breaking that shame today. Your girl Aniya A has endured every type of abuse you could think of. And what I did not even think was abuse sometimes, when I think back and I actually have moments of isolation where I'm actually thinking about my life, I come to realize that those things that I endured, that I fought through, that I was able to overcome were actually very abusive moments. And now I'm at the place where I'm healing so much that I could say enough is enough. So yes, I am a part of this I Fight Back campaign, because for me to be a public figure, for me to have been on the front lines fighting for everybody else, but in my own private setting, in my own home, for me to be getting abused, that's not okay. And it's not going to ever happen again. Because once we realize and recognize the signs, we're able to stand up for ourselves. We're able to do what we have to do for self. And for you men out there, if you need a support system and you don't want anybody to know, or you're ashamed of your circumstance and your situation, hit your girl Aniya A up, because I can make it happen and I will be able to be that person to help you get the help you need. We do not need to be ashamed of ourselves. We do not need to be ashamed of our circumstances. And furthermore, how dare those that are hurting other people continue to think it's okay? It's not okay. And if you're the abuser today, shame on you, and may every curse go back to its cursor. Or like Sister Bola said, oh, by the way, Bola made this beautiful outfit. She altered it yesterday. That's why I have the headpiece and the outfit. Send every curse back to the sender, or just anything, any curse, any maliciousness, any abuse, anything that's not of God, may it be returned to sender. May it go back to the pits of hell where it came from. May we as a community and as a people be so blessed and highly favored that we never have to endure people's crap again. Because at the end of the day, if we were created for greater, if we are better, if we are beautiful, then that's what we need to be every step of the way, and nobody should be able to tear us down. I'm just saying, I had to throw that out right away. Moving forward. So fam, in today's latest news and gossip and being in these, streets and everything like that, I'm just letting you know that what's happening in 2024 with all these relationships is actually a little disheartening. So in the earlier part of the year, we saw a few people die. We saw a few relationships kind of dwindle off. But is it just me, or does it seem like a lot of celebrities are breaking up? And I mean, the slander is all in it. I mean, the just outlandishness of people getting online and talking about their relationships has reached such a plateau, and I'm kind of sad because I'm like, when did celebrities turn to us as the general media public and literally confide in us so much? Like, what is really going on? Is it that mental health is really a thing and a lot of people are just trying their best to stay above the water, and so they come to us online to disclose their personal information because it makes them feel better? Or what is it? Because I want to know, because I'm watching everybody that's just coming online, talking about their relationships, and then literally it's like almost as if we are the community to support them. Now, the case that I want to bring out, I think I talked about this, or maybe I telepathically talked about this with you guys recently, because you know me, sometimes I be thinking I'm online, but I'm busy with King somewhere, so it's a whole thing. Real quick, fam, it seems to me like this DDG guy, I feel like I talked about this, but if I did, forgive me, because I think I have to talk about this again. This DDG guy, right? He literally went on a whole campaign to tell the world about him and Halle Bailey, or Halle Berry, whatever, Bailey. He went on a whole campaign to talk about the relationship dwindling off, like him and Halle Bailey not being together again, etc., right? Then he comes back to clap back at everybody that's in his business. Like, how dare y'all say that my girl and me are broken up and there was issues and there was cheating rumors, etc. Hello, is it just me or no? Like, you brought us into the mix. We had no idea what was going on between you and your girl. We just seen all the imageries and all of, the little pictures and the gifts or whatever of your son in social media really heavy, while Miss Halle Bailey is doing her thing with her sister Chloe, etc. But you brought it to us, sir. You brought us all this information, and now you're acting as if we're not supposed to be a part of your family. We are the aunties. We are the cousins. We are the ones. We're the uncles. We know what's going on because you told us what's going on. If you guys agree with me, let me know, because I honestly feel like a lot of times these celebrities or these high-powered figures that come online and they talk to us, they don't realize we all up in the mix because we ain't got nothing else to do. No, I'm just kidding. We do have stuff to do, but when you bring it to us on social media and online, it becomes our business as well. So now I think his problem is, and you guys can agree with me if you want to, disagree, etc. I think Mr. DDG, whatever, however his real name is supposed to be or whatever, Mr. DDG must have been like, oh, I'm going to put this out and shame my girl because at the end of the day, we may be going through it or whatever, but if I put out the news first, then it's not going to fall back on me. Well, newsflash, it has fallen back on you. Now you're mad because now everybody in the streets is an investigator and we're all paparazzi all of a sudden. So when they see Miss Halle Bailey out in the streets, especially in Paris, en France, guess what they're doing? They're snapping pictures and they're posting it online, and nobody knows what's really happening, if it's true or not, because it doesn't matter. You put it out to us. So everybody's going to make up their own angle, their own story, etc. So that's the whole thing. Excuse me, with that, a lot of these celebrities, Cardi B is another one. Barty just had her birthday party. She got so drunk and looked a hot mess. God bless her. We're not going to go too far with Cardi and her situation, but just know that Cardi has been hit hard when it comes to this breakup, and it almost seems like she's spiraling. So let us pray for Cardi, Barty. Let us pray for the whole community at large, because a lot of people are going to get affected by all the rumors and all the things going on. However, it makes for really great stories in the blogs. So again, not giving up, fam. Your girl Aniya A is back on track. Yes, I've had many a stumbling blocks. Yes, I've had so many hits in my career, my businesses, the different things that I was trying to accomplish, that I'm still trying to accomplish on a daily basis, but I'm not giving up. I am standing 10 toes down. As you guys know, I was blessed with that miracle baby that I have to leave a legacy for. As you guys know, I've gone through so much in my life, which I've kind of talked to you guys about a lot of different things. But one of the things that I wanted to close with is just taking care of self more. So I've been communicating with somebody online for the past year plus, right? And one of the things that I didn't realize that I was doing, which they helped me understand and see, and I'm so grateful for, was the fact that, I was spending a whole lot of money like eating out friends, right? And people may be like, well, why is that important for you to share during this particular conversation? It's not very important, but I just want to encourage somebody today. Like sometimes we go through so much in our personal lives, in our careers, as well as just like, emotionally, right? And oftentimes we feel those emotions and the grief that we're feeling and the pains that we have, by going out to eat or spending time at these brunches and different things like that, or drinking, because I've actually suffered a lot with drinking and things like that. So God has been so faithful that I have not had a drink in months, and I want to say thank God. Not just because being sober is a great thing, but it's also for the fact that when you're not drinking as much and you're not, consuming alcohol, you drop a lot of weight. You drop a lot of pounds because alcohol is very sugary, apparently. I didn't even know, right? But it's not just sugar. It's like the fact that it's also a depressant. So while you're drinking and thinking you're drinking your problems away, fam, you're actually causing yourself to become more depressed, because when you get out of that drunken stupor, or after you've had 1, 2, 3 glasses of wine, or even a whole bottle or two of wine, what happens is your problems are still there. Just like smoking weed, just like doing drugs. You get high, you feel great for the moment. You drink, you feel great for the moment. No problems exist in your mind at all. And then reality sets in, and you come to realize that not only are your problems still here, but now you have an addiction. Now you're going to be going back into a dark space. And you know what, fam? The best way to not deal with all of these things and cause yourself more problems is to not pick up a glass of wine, not pick up that liquor, not smoke that bud, because at the end of the day, those problems will stay there, and then they will multiply later, because now you have an issue with an addiction, right? So let's cut out the drinking, let's cut out the smoking, and let's try to stay focused on self, and let's regain our self-control. Let's go out and be the best people that we can be. This week, do something wonderful for yourself. For me, as of late, I'm just letting you guys know, because I feel like the weight is coming off. Not only am I not drinking, I want to say thank God for this person in my life that not only told me to stop going out to eat so often. Like, I'm working back out. I'm going back to, this boxing event that's taking place this Wednesday. I'm going back swimming tomorrow. I'm taking my baby steps back to take care of myself, not only myself, but my mental health, my emotional health, and financially. It costs so much to eat out. And of course, when you're eating out, you're comforting yourself with these great dishes, but then you could actually make these dishes at home. So I've saved a whole lot of money as of late by not just preparing my meals, but also I'm dropping the weight again. Am I demure? Am I sexy? Am I mindful? Yes, yes, and yes, right? Because when you make your own meals at home, fam, you are really cutting back the calories, you're cutting back the fat, you're cutting back the carbohydrates, you're cutting back it all, because in the restaurant industry, I think they add a lot of preservatives as well as additives so that we could be hooked. So it's not just the liquor, it's not just the smoking, the bud, it's not just the crack, it's not just the fentanyl, it's not all those things that we should be very conscientious about. It's also the food industry. The sugar in the food, the fat, the carbs, the calories, right? All those things that is not good for us, we consume by constantly eating out. So make a conscientious effort today. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm saying, because a lot of us do struggle with many different issues, make a conscientious decision to cook at home and to make our own meals. Today, this evening for dinner, I'm having a salad. Yes, I am having a salad because I feel like I am getting rid of these pounds. The face is slimming down, fam. Like, when I look at my pictures from when I was pregnant, after I had King, to now, I'm like, wow, the face really does gain a lot of weight. Who knew? So your girl Aniya A is seeing the slimmage. You guys can see it on TikTok and on IG. How my face was so fat after I had the baby, or while I was pregnant too. My face was so. And you know what's so funny? I'm gonna say this and then I'm wrapping up. I'm a nerd. So for me, I was like, oh my God, I look so young. My cheeks are so chubby. That's what I was thinking. Not thinking that it was all that fat in my face. Like my face, I could barely open my eyes wide. Like I was like, I don't even know how to do my face. But when those pictures and that memory came up on my phone, my iPhone, I was like, yo, son, your girl is doing great. Because I have one of those faces that gets really fat when I gain a lot of weight. And then as I slim down, as I start to lose the weight, my body does its thing, but my face also regains its like, I don't know how to call it. My face is not slim, but like when I lose the weight, my face does this thing where it's like not as fat and chubby. And it makes me feel good because I feel like I'm accomplishing something phenomenal. Because, like I said, I'm not eating out as much anymore. I'm working back out a lot more. And then on top of that, fam, I'm doing my own meals, making salads again. Who knew that making salads again would be so amazing? What's up, Debarita? ¿Cómo está, mi amor? Still cute. Thank you, girl. Lovely sight to see. Thank you so much, Gregory Roberts. Listen, Deborah, I had no idea how fat my face was because my body, like, goes up and down with the weight. However, the face was so fat when I was pregnant and after I had the baby because, I still was on that, let me eat these comfort foods. I just had a baby. I got an excuse. I had, been small for so long, and then gaining all that weight, getting pregnant, I was like, oh my God, it feels so good to have an excuse to eat whatever the hell I want, not realizing how fat my face was, how fat my body was. But furthermore, like your body should not have all that extra weight on it. And so I didn't even realize, hola, Sara. I have a Sara Sanchez saying hola, giving me hearts. Thank you on TikTok. Muchas gracias, mi amor. Mwah, besos. So now, as I'm eating the salads, as I'm not drinking again, Deborah, girl, your girl is sober again. Deborah has known me all my life, so she'll know that we talk about this. Like, who wants to be sober? I don't, but I'm sober again. Praise the Lord. Amen. So with that being said, guys, it's like, I've been on here for like 30 minutes or so. I wanted to motivate you guys today. I wanted to talk about that whole DDG situation. I wanted to talk about that Cardi B situation. But I also wanted to re-motivate you guys again to say, get help if you need it, men. If there's any abuse going on in anybody's life right now, get help. Don't be ashamed. Join us this Monday and Wednesday. I won't be there Monday, but I'll be there on Wednesday for this Get Fit, I Fight Back event thing. Marie Driven is the main component behind this, but then I feel like the person that's doing the work is a great brother with his fitness. I think it's called Soul Fitness. I think his name is Siggy. He's Haitian, so smart, so great. So Soul Fitness is in the building. Let me let you guys, I just tagged him or whatever, so that people can know that he's doing his thing. So it's Soul Fitness, who's like, leading the workout. So I'm super happy to be a part of that. We had a great conversation last week on Wednesday. I'll be there again this Wednesday for sure. And fam, I just wanted to let you guys know how much I love you. And I'm glad that I had this moment to come back on live with everybody. And what else? I think I'm missing a couple of things, but it's okay because I'll be back more often. Shout outs again to Miss Bola, who created this beautiful outfit for me. I went to church today. I felt really good, felt really positive. And at the end of the day, all we can do is give back. If people want to use and abuse us because of who we are and all the great talents that we have and all the great things that we're able to do for ourselves and in our communities, you know what? Let them, because God has so many great things in store. And so let's just rejoice in the fact that God is faithful and God is always going to take care of his children. When I tell you, God is always going to take care of us, irregardless of what people do, no matter what people say. God is a faithful and a loving, miraculous, amazing God. So if they want to hurt us, if they want to abuse us, put a stop to it. Make sure you get help no matter what. But don't forget, you are a champion. That's what the man of God preached today. We are champions and we're going to the next level in the mighty name of Jesus. Be blessed and highly favored. Go out and show somebody some love today or this week, and I'll see you guys very soon. It's your girl Aniya A, live on the Aniya A Show platform. And hopefully very soon I will have a bigger platform and a bigger stage in my own studio space. You guys know I'm always working. Keep me in prayer as I keep you guys in